What is a Christian counselor? What image comes to mind? Here's the problem with that sentence. We look at people and decide they're Christian or unchristian by the way we receive what people are telling us. If people have a little bit of roughness around their edges, if they don't speak right, if they're a little bit direct, if they're a lot strong-willed, we sometimes will look at that and say, "Ooh, they're not Christian. They don't walk in the right way." I remember once struggling after a work situation and where I had done everything I was supposed to do. There was no flaws or complaints with the way I did my performance. I had excellent job reviews. And suddenly there was a change of leadership, and I didn't fit that image of what they wanted as a Christian counselor. They didn't look at the content of my character. They didn't look at the work I do. They didn't look at my ability to walk people through hard times. Instead, they looked at the fact that I'm a little bit prickly around the edge with organized religion, that my prayer life is private. I don't pray in groups. They looked at the fact that I am a direct and bold and strong-willed female and said, "No, you are not Christian." And what's sad about that, and it also makes me very thankful, that God doesn't have that standard. Because just because somebody doesn't talk the way that you do, just because somebody doesn't act the way you do, just because somebody can handle conflict and is a very direct speaker, does not mean they're any less of a person of faith. So if you go to a person and you say, "I want to have a Christian counselor," and you have an image, spend some time getting to know them first. A lot of times I've had people who have come to see me for some serious trauma work, and we'll be talking about my qualifications toward the end of session, as I'm trying to explain, different options that are available to them. And inevitably I get to, I'm also a board certified Christian counselor, and people go, "If I had known you were a Christian counselor, I would have not come to see you." And I say, "Well, now that you know, will you come and see me?" And they're like, "Yeah, I like the way you are." And I said, "Great." And I've had some of those same clients that were so resistant to talking about faith when we started, who start to look at their faith as an integration of the whole person that they are. So no, I may not talk the way that people think I should talk. I may be a little too bold. I may be a little bit direct. You always know where you stand with me. And I may not be your kind of Christian, but I'm glad your definition of a Christian counselor is not what God has decided for me.